Welcome back to the vlog. This video takes you through day 2 and day 3 of our trip to Southampton and Winchester. We started our second day at St. Michael's Square, a charming and peaceful spot right in Southampton's Old Town. At the heart of the square is St. Michael's Church, the oldest surviving medieval church in Southampton. It dates back to the 11th century and is one of the few buildings in the city to survive the bombing during the World War II. Inside the church has a calm, timeless feel with historic stonework, memorials, and beautiful stained glass. It's a reminder of how deep Southampton's history runs right in the middle of a modern city. St. Michael's Square feels tucked away from the busy streets, making it a perfect place to slow down and take in the atmosphere. Next, we visited the Tudor House and Garden, one of Southampton's most important historic landmarks. It was built over 800 years ago, and this house tells the story of the city through different eras, from medieval times to the Victorian period. The house was originally built in the late 15th century, around 1495, by Sir John Dowtry, a prominent local figure and Southampton official. The garden is designed in a Tudor style inspired by 16th century knot gardens rather than being a direct reconstruction. It features geometric planting beds, traditional herbs, and flowering plants commonly associated with Tudor domestic gardens. Elevated walkways and viewpoints provide clear sightlines towards Southampton Water, emphasizing the historic importance of maritime trade to the house occupants. Southampton's town walls are among the most complete surviving medieval urban defenses in England and form a defining feature of the Old Town. The area's walls date from the late 12th century, built after Southampton was granted town status. Major expansions occurred in the 14th century, particularly following French raids on the town in 1338, which highlighted the need for stronger defenses. Today, the Tudor House operates as a museum managed by Southampton City Council. Exhibits focus on daily life across different historical periods, local archaeology, and the social history of Southampton. Interactive displays and preserved rooms allowed visitors to experience how people lived and worked in the house across 5 centuries. On our third day, we took a train from Southampton Central Station to Winchester. The journey is short and scenic, making it a popular and easy day trip. It's a great example of how well-connected cities are in the south of England. Winchester city centre feels very different from Southampton. Smaller, more traditional, and full of character. The streets are lined with independent shops, cafes, and historic buildings. There's a strong sense of heritage here, as Winchester was once the ancient capital of England. As we walked through the city, everything felt close together, making it ideal for exploring on foot. The blend of everyday life with centuries-old architecture gives the city a warm, lived-in charm. We passed by the Winchester City Museum, which showcases the city's history from Roman times through the Anglo-Saxon era and beyond. The museum highlights Winchester's importance in shaping English history, including its role as a former royal city. Our final stop was the magnificent Winchester Cathedral, one of the largest cathedrals in Europe. Its Gothic architecture is stunning, with soaring ceilings, detailed stonework, and a powerful sense of grandeur. During our visit, a graduation ceremony was taking place, which made the experience even more special. Seeing modern celebrations inside such an ancient space perfectly captured the feeling of Winchester, a city where history and present-day life exist side by side. Westgate Museum is one of Winchester's most distinctive historic sites, offering a focused look at the city's past through a single powerful building. The museum's exhibits focus on crime, punishment, and civic authority in historic Winchester. It stands beside Westgate Street near the Great Hall and Winchester Castle grounds. Our final stop was the Great Hall, home of King Arthur's Round Table. Great Hall is the last remaining part of Winchester Castle, which once stood as a major royal stronghold. The Great Hall was built in the early 13th century during the reign of King Henry III. It served as a ceremonial and administrative space for royal courts, feasts, and legal proceedings. The hall is approximately 110 feet long and 45 feet wide. The walls display medieval-style decorative elements added during later restorations to reinforce the building's historic character. Henry VIII is depicted as King Arthur at the top of the table, reinforcing his claim to strong unified rule. The names of Arthur's knights are painted around the edge, arranged to emphasize equality with no head of the table. In summary, the Great Hall in Winchester is not only a remarkable medieval building, but also a symbolic monument to English identity. Through its architecture, its role in royal governance, and the iconic Round Table, it provides a vivid and memorable link between historical reality and legendary tradition. Winchester and went back to Southampton for a coffee break. We stopped by at Costa Coffee, which is one of the most widespread cafe chains in Southampton. It has a strong presence across the area, reflecting the city's role as a major commercial and transport hub on the south coast. Costa cafes generally follow the brand's warm and modern design style. We went to Southampton City Centre again and enjoyed strolling around. The journey through Winchester and Southampton brought together layers of English history, legend, and everyday life in a way that felt both rich and relaxed. From ancient capitals and medieval halls to living port cities and familiar modern spaces, each stop added a distinct chapter to the experience. Southampton offered a complementary perspective. Together, Winchester and Southampton told a continuous story of England's South, royal authority, maritime ambition, 45 towns, and living community. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to join us for the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. For watching!